And it was after a particularly robust session around Leeds that we ended up in our favourite curry house. After eating our bloody waiting curry, we ordered a taxi. And it was at this stage of the evening that I decided to rest my eyes for a short while, just until the taxi turned up. Anyway, the next thing that I knew, I jolted awake to find myself soaked through to the skin, and Nick standing beside me with a huge grin on his face, and an empty water jug in his hand. "Ah, good, you're awake," he said. "Taxi's here." Needless to say, I was less than impressed. And I had a bit of a rant at Nick in the taxi home. And anyway, the next day the phone rang, and it was Nick sounding all sheepish and apologetic, and asking me if I was still his mate. Of course I still was, and so we went out for a few beers and a curry to celebrate. I just made sure I didn't fall asleep this time though. Not long after this, Nick and I found ourselves working and sharing a flat in Aberdeen. And at this time we pretty much lived on a diet of pizza, kebabs and curry. And one of our favourite tricks after a night out was to get up early the next morning and finish off the other one's takeaway for breakfast. Now, I know this sounds disgusting, but at this time Nick and I made Tony and Gary from Men Behaving Badly seem like a couple of house-proud health freaks. So, anyway, after a particular night out, Nick had left a fairly substantial amount of curry, which I'd earmarked for breakfast the next morning. So I got up nice and early, but the curry was nowhere to be seen. So Nick had obviously hidden it in the flat somewhere. So I proceeded to hunt high and low. So I looked in the fridge, on top of the fridge, in the cooker, in the cupboards, on top of the cupboards, in the microwave. I even snuck into Nick's room while I was still asleep to see if he'd taken it to bed with him. It was all to no avail. Couldn't locate the curry anywhere. So anyway, Nick eventually got up, walked straight through into the kitchen, and emerged 3 seconds later with this elusive plate of curry in his hand. "Alright, you've got me," I said. "Where on earth did you hide that?" Or words to that effect anyway. "The only place I knew you would look," said Nick, "in the washing machine." Nick eventually moved out of the flat into a place of his own, but our lives didn't get much more sensible. A night out had been organised in York by some of the lads back in Leeds. Being the organised chaps we were at the time, Nick and I decided to get the train down from Aberdeen and find a bed and breakfast in York on the day. So we met up in the bar at Aberdeen train station, and I was a little puzzled by Nick's lack of luggage. So I asked him if he managed to pack his things okay for the weekend. "Yep, sorted," replied Nick. He pulled his toothbrush from one pocket and a spare pair of underpants from the other. So, inevitably, by the time we got to York, we were a little worse for wear, and we struggled to find a bed and breakfast that was prepared to take us in. We did eventually find somewhere that was prepared to put us up for the night, but it meant us sharing a room. We were getting pretty desperate by this stage, and in danger of sobering up, so we took the room and headed back to the pub. After yet more beer, we headed back to the B&B, and after sharing a room with Nick on the stag do, I'm happy to say that his feet do not smell. This, however, was not always the case. In fact, back in the day, Nick's imminent arrival would often be announced like the pong his feet were kicking out. So anyway, we got back to the room, and when Nick took his shoes and socks off, my nostrils were assaulted by a smell which can only be described as distilled camembert. So, in an attempt to get rid of the smell, I picked Nick's shoes up and threw them out into the corridor. But it was all to no avail, the smell was still just as bad. It was at this point that I noticed the room had a ceiling fan, and in my drunken state, I thought that giving Nick's socks a good airing might help matters. So I slotted the socks on the 2 opposing blades of the ceiling fan and switched it on. Now, as you can imagine, this didn't really help matters. I know the server had better distribute the cheesy smell around the room. So, out of desperation, I cranked the ceiling fan up to its highest setting, but the centrifugal force was just too much for the top to take. And they shot off the ceiling fan and across the room. So before they could scuttle away and find somewhere to hide, picked them up and threw them out of the window. There I thought, that should do it. But now, of course, the source of the smell was still there in the room with us, attached to the bottom of Nick's legs. Now, I couldn't very well throw Nick's feet out of the window, so I politely requested that he wash his feet in the sink we had in the room. Nick duly obliged, filled the sink with water, and proceeded to scrub his feet clean with my toothbrush. Needless to say, the toothbrush made a sharp exit out of the window and stopped. Right, okay, time for the stopping bit. Over the last 20 years, and without realising it, Nick has had a lot of positive influences on my life. From small things such as introducing me to bands and music I might not otherwise have heard, to life-changing. For example, it's through Nick that I met Julie, my girlfriend of 13 years. In fact, many of the people I consider to be close friends, Mick, Phil, Jim, Lynn, I probably wouldn't have met, or I wouldn't have got to know as well as I do if it weren't for Nick. And I'm sure there are other people in this room who have made similar friendships through their association with Nick. Never want to stand still and let the grass grow under his feet. Nick has built a good life for himself, with a successful career, fancy apartment in London, which is now rented out for obvious reasons, and he has his own motor racing company, which I believe will soon have up to 4 cars, is it? Yeah. Competing in the 4 Fiesta Championship. And now on top of all this success, he has a beautiful wife, Natali. I first realised how Nick felt about Nat when we were away somewhere for a weekend on the lash. And Nick was constantly texting Nat and checking his phone for a reply. If Nat hadn't replied for 10 minutes, Nick would be moping like a love-struck teenager. Anyway, Nat hadn't replied to a text for a good 45 minutes, and Nick was starting to get pretty desperate. But Julie and I reassured him, saying that she hadn't forgotten about him, and it would be a perfectly reasonable explanation. Anyway, the reply eventually came through from Nat, and the look on Nick's face said it all. And I realised at that moment just how besotted he was with Natali. And I said to him, "You'll end up marrying that one someday." And the telling thing for me is that rather than dismiss the comment or laugh it off, Nick turned around to me and he said, "Well, if I do, you'll be the best man." And so as you can see, Nick is a man who is true to his word. Now, hopefully you can nicely answer the toast, so could I ask you all to please be upstanding and raise your glasses. To Nick and Natali.